All right, my friend, so you've started your own video game and you don't know how to get it published and produced and stuck out there on the interwebs. Well, today Tyson's going to give you a little insight into how he got his game out there right after this. Hello and welcome. This channel is all about helping you find a career in interactive entertainment. In other words, helping you become a player in the game. Joining me today is Tyson, lead designer, developer, co-founder, Crunchy Peach Entertainment, maker of Mystical Misfits, available for download today through the App Store. Why don't you tell us, Tyson, a little bit, first things first, tell our friends where they can find your social media contacts, if they ever want to see what you're up to, what you're about to produce, any new games coming, and then tell us, please, the hurdles and barriers that you had to overcome in order to get your game from completed state onto the open market.
Okay, cool. So our social media is all at Crunchy Peach ENT. So all one word, just the @ symbol. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So you can follow us on any of those, and we regularly send updates. We also do promo codes or we will start doing promo codes soon in the game, so you'll be able to get special characters that you can only unlock with the promo codes. You can also find us at crunchypeach.com. That's just our website, and it'll have links to all this stuff as well.
Just an amazing website. All right, so you developed your game, you're ready to go, you play tested it, you had no problems that you could discover, and then you decided to release it. How?
On the mobile platforms, it's somewhat easy to kind of just self-publish. So that's kind of how we did it with this. You have to get all the business licensing and everything, set up your tax IDs, all that stuff. Make sure your company's fully legit through the state, through the federal level.
Did you need an EIN, or could you do it as a single person?
You do need an EIN, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do a single person developer or whatever, but we chose to just do the company one right off the bat, so just to kind of go through everything.
That way you can get all your finances in order. Right? Accounting, yet another job necessary in the game development industry. Right. Got to make sure you get your taxes in order. Okay, so you got your EIN, you put it up on the, at the App Store.
You can publish through Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. You want to go over some details on them, like what's some of the nice things about each one of them, or
pros and cons. What about is Steam a platform?
No, we haven't. Steam is a platform, and it is for desktop. Yes. And it's for desktop ports. We haven't actually. I can play the game through a desktop executable, but everything, all the ads and in-game purchases are all geared towards mobile, so they use those platforms systems in there.
Okay.
So I haven't quite got it over to desktop, and I think we're just focused primarily on mobile at this point, and maybe eventually we'll do desktop. I do enjoy playing it on the desktop. The tactile feel really adds to the entire feel of the game.
Okay, but mobile is where it's at, and you said there's some pros and cons, and he did mention some transactions. It is a free-to-play game. There are transactions included. You can enjoy it at your leisure, but it's not pay to win.
It's not pay to win, yeah. You can beat the entire game without spending or watching an ad.
Yeah, so think of it, if you're a little bit older like I am, you might remember the shareware concept. If you enjoyed the game, you donated to the cause, right? And I've done the same thing on my channel. You might see, I don't normally buy loot boxes, quote unquote, but for Overwatch, I would do that sometimes to promote the artists who built them. But we're talking about your game, and we're talking about Mystical Misfits, and the pros and cons of the studios, not the studios, but through the publishers that you went with.
So Google Play actually really streamlines everything really well. You can kind of get your app out in a relatively painless overall, I want to say, process. It's not bad at all, really. Once you kind of maneuver through some of the nuances, everything's really like easy to kind of get through. Apple, on the other hand, they're really good with their process on documenting all this stuff, like just keeping everything in there. But you really have to read through all this stuff, and they're very strict on getting things published to them. So you really have to pay attention to all the details. We were lucky enough that Mystical Misfits made it through on the first pass of their usual. A lot of people have told me horror stories about like you have to resubmit the app multiple times, but Mystical Misfits just got approved the first go, and we ran with it. So it's been good in that regard.
Awesome. Well, high praise indeed. It is difficult to get through Apple Store sometimes, not because there's anything necessarily wrong with the product or game you're trying to get through the App Store, but because there's protocol that they want you to follow explicitly.
Yep.
So that's what's difficult there. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing that with us, Tyson. I would like you to tell us a little bit about the game. In fact, I'd like to give you a full segment on the game. Would you mind sitting down for a couple more minutes and doing that?
No, not at all.
All right, my friends, come back and see what Tyson has to say about his game. If you're still not convinced to go check it out, subscribe to this channel and come back and see what he has to say in the next episode. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon.